Okay. Dwarf Fortress. Continue playing. Into Odkis Hattis. Or is it... I think that's the world. I think the fortress is called Bokolmsmol. Or whatever. Okay, back to Dwarf Fortress. Ugh, Dwarf Fortress. Played some Dark Souls, but now I'm back to Dwarf Fortress. It's the two main food groups. Dark Souls and Dwarf Fortress. And clown music. Okay, what do I got? We got elephants. Hello, hey boots. We got elephants. We got dwarves. We got our moat. We have not had alligators return to the map since I managed to dam the river and build alligator traps. Like, the existence of the alligator trap was enough to ensure I would never see alligators again. I would see lots of toads, though. Toads taunt me. Okay, so I have some dwarves removing some of these walls so I can build some more down here. Let's see what we got. I got another barracks set up here. So I'm gonna set up some more squads. So I've dug out some more areas for barracks. We're gonna set up another archer squad, and we're gonna set up a squad for hammer dwarves. Other than that, not much has been changed. Except the big change is that I've set up a thing, and this big thing here will come into play down here, which is the entrance to the caverns. I'm going to have these walls smoothed out. The ones that are blinking are going to get smoothed out. And I've built some bridges, which we're going to use to control access to the caverns. And all these things here are traps that I'm setting up with cage traps, so that anything that comes to us through the caverns will have to first go through my line of defenses. And then this thing here is going to be a drowning chamber, because I expect I'm going to be attacked by Forgotten Beasts. Forgotten Beasts are big giant monsters that attack you from the caverns when you've accumulated enough wealth. And I'm guessing at this part, because I don't know where things are, but here's going to be a big chamber that I'm going to trap the beast in, the part that I'm channeling down there. So this is where they'll be, down here. And this chamber here is going to be a reservoir that gets fed from here. Yeah, beware their noxious fumes, their deadly dust. So over here I have an aquifer somewhere. It's a slow aquifer, I think, because all the aquifers here have been light aquifers. So I'm just going to dig into it and let it fill up this reservoir. And then it'll flow down through these channels I'm going to be digging down in here, fill up this reservoir, and then I'll have a gate here, or perhaps actually here, that will open once I've trapped any critter into this section that I need to. Which will, and this will be the drain, and I'm guessing that I'll be able to dig this drain. I might not be able to if I just come across something. Like maybe there's lava here. I don't know. I haven't explored this layer yet. But let's go ahead and start digging that, because I think my diggers aren't otherwise engaged. So let's have them start from here. And I'll connect that to the aquifer somehow. And I made the reservoir big because these are slow aquifers. They're going to take forever to produce water. So I'm going to have to bottle up water before I release it. And here's another bridge just to control access into the caverns once more. Here's going to be a stockpile for ammunition for my archers, because they'll be able to be stationed in this section and this section to fire at anything here, where I can stage with my melee dwarves, if anything happens to get past the traps. And let's unpause. Everything's a-going. I think I have... Yeah, it's going to be a while before all this stuff... my secondary steel armor is finished up. Yeah, I'm running out of iron. Ah, thanks for the subburned head. How was Float Hog Quelag? Ah. Yeah, I'm low on coke. Getting out of the swamp will be hard. Yeah, you'll have to rely on your memory of where things are at. Although you'll be able to find where the... you should be able to determine the location of the elevator up because of the floating dog. So once I get all these cage traps set up, and I get a lever set up that will allow me to control access, we'll actually start piercing the... It'll pierce the caverns. The elevator isn't so bad. Ooh, tetrahedrite. That's nice. One thing that it's nice is that I have some monster slayers in my fortress, which they themselves are not that useful, but once I pierce the caverns, they're going to go out and hunt monsters, which means they'll explore for me. Because I don't really see anything that cool out here yet. We've got water, we've got lots of we have lots of spider silk. We don't have any monsters that we can see here. Yes, mechanisms rely on quantum entanglement, or something similar to quantum entanglement. What are these? There's something on my depot that I don't know what are. Okay, that's just vomit. Somebody's going outside that doesn't like it. Unicorn cartilage. Okay, they successfully deconstructed those walls. So let's go DH. They'll get around to digging that out eventually. Because I'm growing jute plants here. Looking at the overworld is a real terror. The overworld in Dark Souls or the overworld in this game is, if you have any questions about anything you see on screen, I can try to explain it. Especially because the game is saving right now and thus lagging out. These white walls, or these white rectangles, are things I've constructed. The reason that there is so many different color tiles everywhere is because those are fallen leaves from the trees nearby. We have willow trees and lychee trees and some coconut palms, and they drop their leaves. The lychees are purple for some reason. You see spackles of red and white in there. The white is chalk because the ground is made of chalk, and the red is either blood that my dwarves have neglected to clean up, or loam, which the ground is also made of. I'm playing with a hack that lets you see more than one level per I can see the levels below. So you can see the floor of the moat I've dug around this square. And then there's many, many, many logs, because I had to chop down a lot of trees to make my moat. And I stacked up these logs over here for convenience. And here we have the dog farm. Yeah, big logs chop. We definitely have big logs chop. Lots of dogs. We have the unicorn farm down here. We have the pasture animal farm. I actually have Mark's dwarves who are training. That's good. What the heck is that? Here we go. Here's one thing that I was expecting to happen, and it's finally happened. A vile force of darkness has arrived. That means that we are being attacked by goblins. We are under siege. So the first thing to do is to go M, A, and tell everybody to go inside. And we'll see if I have any unlucky fisher dwarves out who are currently fishing. Yeah, I have one guy who is fishing right over here. Where are the goblins at? They're approaching from my road. So this poor bastard might not make it inside in time. But we are prepared. One thing we are going to do is we are going to go to our main floor. And we have the siege divert lever. We are going to pull that. I have a death pit prepared for the goblins. It'll be semi-conventional combat. And by semi-conventional combat, I should probably cancel or suspend these, because I'm going to need ammunition. So these get suspended. And I'm going to turn... How many weaponsmiths do I have active? Because I'm going to need lots of ammunition. I have 2 weaponsmiths, so we're going to make lots of copper bolts. That's unideal. I currently have a hole here. Let's go ahead and quickly seal off access to this. Okay. We're going to seal off access to that, because I dug a hole through my ceiling into my fortress the moment that I was invaded by goblins. And let's get the squads. I'm not going to send squads yet, but I'm going to. My guy should stop. Okay, let's first see if this guy can get home in time, or if these goblins are going to outrace him. He is upset because he's been outside, and he is not used to being outside. Who is this guy? Administrator. He's probably my manager or my broker. So if he gets killed by goblins, that's not so bad. Now they're coming. Okay, he's across the bridge. So I can go down here and pull the bridge and retract the moat bridge. Hello, Massaza. We are being attacked by goblins. This bridge should shortly cease to exist. If someone didn't pull the... Did I forget to... Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I can pull the main gate. And business can really go back to usual. I'm going to cancel these walls. And build them out of stuff I know I have. Which will be granite blocks. Okay. So now the goblins just can't really do anything to me. Because my fortress is completely sealed off. They can't cross the moat. Man, this is a rather small invading force. I'm unimpressed. Last time I got invaded, they came riding beak dogs and everything. Okay, well, let's mess these goblins up. Because we are going to go squad, love archers, and we are going to order the love archers to go here. And hopefully some of them will have ammunition. So they're going to go down here. A beak dog is like an evil chocobo. An elk bird is just a chocobo. Okay, those guys are here. Let's go here and open the trader gate. So now this gate will open. And now the goblins should have a path into my fortress now. And I will send my melee dwarves here. And most of these goblins are going to... Okay, they know that there's a path into my fortress now, so they're heading towards it. Most of them are going to be caught in 2 cages. Some of them will be... because there's not that many goblins here, to be honest. Okay, they're gonna head down my trader gate. Here he goes. And he's caught in a cage trap. Next one, caged. Here come 2 more. Up, more. Caged. That guy's going to get himself killed. So he's going to run away. Caught in a fey mood, huh? Well, you picked a hell of a time for it, amigo. Oh, are the goblins running away? Yeah, the goblins realized that half of them got caught in cages and are now attempting to flee. So let's see if I can't put them to the sword. Let's open the main gate. Open the moat bridge. Preemptively tell my squads to get the lead out. Actually, where they're at, they can just pursue from here. If I go A, kill. And if I just open the trader gate as well, we should be safe. Oh, but the goblins... Okay, claimed a carpenter shop. Oh, did the goblins, We won. So, we won that, we won the invasion entirely on the backs of our traps. That's a fairly common occurrence, actually. So, we caught a lot of goblins. I should turn off the siege divert. And turn on the trader gate. So my dwarves are taking very roundabout ways of getting in and out of my fortress now. Okay. So, a little skirmish of goblins attacked, and they all got caught in my cage traps like idiots. I out of coal? I'm out of coal. That's been happening. Let's make a few bars of charcoal just to get things rolling. Okay, so my trap design turned out to be pretty good. And now our pit is going to be populated with goblins. Let's go ahead and... go to inactive, so my guys don't have to train. So they'll stop shooting all my arrows. Are you violating the Geneva Convention? Absolutely. We're keeping goblins in cages. Goblins don't need food to live. We have lots of dwarves who are... Ooh, a cave crocodile. Oh, if I could get some of those going. My diggers have been busy. You guys can go ahead and dig this out now that you've already gotten there. Let's go back to my workshops and make sure that... make a coke from lignite is number 1 on the list. Ast Isnagdel Carpenter has created Solong Skosh, a mahogany statue of Ema Wield Snarling. She claims it as a family heirloom. Well, I've got a another master carpenter now. Or is it woodworker? It's carpentry. Okay. So let's me look at my places here. Carpenter's workshop. Alright, so I just have... That's a mechanic's workshop. Okay, now everything comes back. No, not that. J, Featherwood, B, so repeat, bin, Featherwood, repeat. That's all good. Alright, that's all good. Alright. Jealousy and labor, indeed. Hello, bird teeth. Having a wooden artifact, which I'll look at. Look at the artifact. The mahogany statue of Ema Wield Snarling. Masterfully designed image of Ema Wield Snarling, the elf, and Leacott trumpet trims the dwarf in mahogany by Ast Ingardrell. Leacott trumpet trims is striking down Ema Wield Snarlings. The artwork relates to the killing of the elf Emo-Wheeled Snarling by the dwarf Leacot Trumpetstrims in the Jungle of Reticence in the midwinter of 87 during Corpad Sela, the Incinerated Clash. It is encrusted with granite cabochons. The object is adorned with hanging rings of mahogany and menaces of spikes of pig iron. So sweet, we got a nice wooden statue of a dwarf murdering an elf. Okay. Oh, but it is Slaves of Armagh. That is important. Ah, the humans are here. Don't mind the smell of goblins. We had a bit of a goblin infestation. Ah, we're starting to get more vomit. Okay, we have more... Ah, my farmer's workshops. I might need to build another one. I'll build my next farmer's workshop here. Oh, I didn't even need this. D in for remove. This can all be removed. Build plot. You can ignore the mud soil because this is built on top of mud and soil. Let's get that plot going. And we've got an elephant in a cage. Let's go ahead and move that elephant into here. It'll take a while, but someone will get around to doing it. I may need to have my craftsman start decorating with horn and shell some more, unless this is all... Yeah, this is there's some muscle shells here, but there's also some wool. That one dwarf is blinking because he has broken legs. Or rather, he's got a broken back, so he's walking with a crutch. Reclaim these. Okay, and let me see if I can remember how to do this. DB Forbid. Forbid everything in here. And then set up a dump. Everything in here. And then go in. Remove the dump and forbid on the goblin cages themselves. Okay. And then in the stock screen, I want to go to weapons. I should probably wait to do this until after. No, I can do this now because everything I have, I've marked with the dump. So unmark, unforbid. And this should... Okay. I've got a dump zone over here, right? Like, this is where my good dump is at? Okay, now my dwarves should go and strip the weapons off of the goblins who are in their cages. With this done, I can then throw them into the pit and have my axe dwarves beat them to death with wooden axes. I could also strip their armor, but if they live longer, they will offer more experience. No one's building this plot, huh? I could build this wall out of unicorn soap. I have chalk blocks, right? There we go. Yeah, I can build this out of unicorn soap. Okay. Well, let's move stuff to the trade depot. Who wants to do crafts? And prepared food. All while the butt rock plays. And we have some new migrants to take a look at some point. There are still elephants around here. Oh, there are elephants in trees. Explain that, atheists. Okay. They're actually very large elephants. Although, speaking of... Love archers are on the way. Let's go to our pit. Down the hatch. Somebody throw that elephant into the hole. Whop. Alright, squad, love archers, kill that elephant, please. This is how my dwarves entertain themselves, and how they train their skills. Okay, let's open the pit. And somebody will get around to collecting that elephant corpse and getting me a lot of elephant meat. Yeah, lots of elephant blood here. Let's see what actually we've got here. And some elephant vomit. Meat can be cooked to preserve it longer, but it doesn't need to be. Just put it in a barrel. That's good enough. I'll take your gold and your billion. I could take your 10, but I don't really care to. I don't want your billion. That's bad. Blocks are worthless. I'll take a little bit of glass. Yep, lots of barrels. Barrel. I'll take some water skins, just so I don't have to make them. And maybe some instruments of some variety. Chinchilla. No really interesting animals. They've got elephants, but I've got all the elephants I could want. Honeybee venom. Nothing really that interesting looking. Take a few chests. Take some of your leather and cloth. Although I should have plenty of both now. Okay, enough with this stuff. I'll take your leather. I'm hellbent for leather. I can't equip my archers with all unicorn leather armor yet, which is a bit sad. I'll buy all your bolts. Yeah, swank unicorn leather bomber jackets. That's definitely what I want. They have lots of shit I don't care about. Just buy a little bit of thread. Can't wear this large stuff. Come on, give me some books. Yeah, the interpretation of lenses. Mucus and nothing more. More fortress. To the farm and glory. The world of the castle. I don't need a second copy of the interpretation of lenses. The introduction of the windlass. Sure. And I'll buy all of your sheets. And what am I going to trade for that? How about some food? Is there any more of your shit that I want? How about... I'm just going to make sure to buy all your leather. There we go. We're done. Yeah, 60 unicorn loaves. Although mostly they're roasts made out of, where are these guys going? Oh, they're helping hauling stuff out. Mostly it's chicken eggs, no, turkey eggs, and, quarry bush leaves. Okay. Somebody's hauling the elephant up to harvest. Which means I can and should close the pit gate. Let me... Here's one thing I should do. Duckling should go in here. Keat should go in here. Puppy should go in here. And the bunny should go in here. Let's take a look at our new migrants. Which, if everything went right, should just be this. There we go. New migrants. An okay mason. A good tanner. Some potash makers. Nobody really exceptional. A bit sad. Although my armorer is just working up to getting legendary on her own. Forgive me, his own. I thought one of my armorers was a woman. That's because one of them is. Okay. So nothing that great, but fodder for the military. Actually, well, fodder for the military. Military. A novice sword dwarf. A novice marks dwarf. That's it. Now the sword dwarf will become a hammer dwarf soon. Okay. Don't tell me you've already run out of coal. Okay. don't burn my feather wood. And let's just... No, not that. Stop that. Remove. Cancel. Remove. Cancel. Remove. Cancel. I just want you to make coke from lignite. Forever. I have to have lignite. That's just something I have to have. Yeah, I have millions of it. My smiths are running me out of coke. If only I could find some lava. I'm having to make some seed charcoal. Anyways, let me take a look at my military real quick. Let's take a look at the love archers. How are their Marks Dwarves skill? Well, my best Marks Dwarf is adept, and my worst is skilled. Which is pretty nice. Could use some work, though. My axe dwarves, my best axe dwarf is an expert, and my worst is adequate. So, could use some work. To that end, let me make sure that my weapon stockpile try to find my weapon stockpile. Here. I should be able to view stuff in it. Large silver dagger, copper crossbow, corkscrews. Let me go from the bottom. Okay, so let's do this. Let's open up the pit gate. Let's go to my military and equip the laborious axes with training axe. That means that they will use training axes instead of their steel axes. And give them a little bit of time to do that. And now, squad laborious axes move. Here, please. Come on. No. Suspend. Not suspend. Promote. Effect. Okay. Hopefully my droogs get into position soon. Did I catch an animal? I caught another elephant. Okay. Once my squad is in position, I'm going to drop goblins on them. And hopefully they don't get themselves crushed. Okay. Pull the lever, seal them in. Okay. Now we start dropping goblins. Let's drop 2 goblins in at a time. Okay, they're beating the goblins. Let's read the report. Goblins shot an elephant at some point. Okay. Okay, so... I think that goblin had an iron battle axe. Alright, good night, Master Saw. So even though my axe dwarves seemingly fought a goblin who had an iron battle axe and were fighting with wooden axes, they appear to have been fine. Well, let's see if I can't... After a DB claim, I claim all of this. DB dump, I claim all of this. And then Remove dump on the cages. Is there a goblin who... Oh. Goblin got out of his cage, apparently. Actually, hold on a second. Stocks. Weapons. No, armor. Don't dump, don't dump. Don't dump. Don't dump, dump. Don't dump, dump. Don't dump it up, dump. Don't dump this stuff. I want this stuff. Do not dump this stuff. Dump, dump. This must not have worked because I didn't claim the stuff first. Okay, so hopefully they don't steal their armor. Okay, there they go. Ah, Goblin Axeman. Squad, love archers. Please kill this guy. There's a goblin on the loose. How'd that happen? Who got killed? A pump operator. Okay. How did that happen? I saw that guy get caught in a cage. Well, this is fine. What was that? Oh, it's fine. We have a coffin ready for this guy. Anyways. More goblins. What's that? Just a large roach. Let's go ahead and pull the lever. And we'll let our squad out for now. The goblins can stay there literally forever. What is happening? Apparently a goblin got out. Where's Goblin Crossbowman at? Oh, that's what happened. I found the goblin. Apparently he was underneath the hatch? He must have been clinging to this wall. That shouldn't have happened, but I now know how to handle this in the future. Only do one goblin at a time. That's what I've learned. The luxurious greed requires a temple complex. Sure. Which one's the luxurious greed? I mean, this is simple enough to solve, though. If you look at this, the Sanctuary of Turquoise. Temple complex, got it. Okay, so this is going to be a meeting area, assign, add location, temple, the luxurious greed. Which one is luxurious greed? Okay, don't want that. So this will be the luxurious sanctuary. They'll get around to smoothing it out. I can at least build a door for them. Sure. And a container. And I need to remember to laborious axes, equip, assign uniform, put him back on metal axe. To get him on that, get him off there so they don't grow attached to their training. Oh, somebody got hurt by the goblin. It was my woodcrafter, so I don't care. Okay, I've got a good stock of coke going. So, smelt tetrahedrite, smelt magnetite, pig iron, steel. Smelt tetrahedrite, smelt magnetite, smelt pig iron, and steel. And this smelter I'm just going to make coke from lignite out of. If I do that, I should be fine. And I can go here and turn off the suspends on these. Okay. We caught another elephant. what should I do with this plot? This one I've got growing rice and jute. This one I've got growing rope weeds. That's pigtails. Let's grow watermelons here. Watermelons and sweet potatoes. Okay. This time, I won't fuck around. We'll close the pit gate. And we will station the love archers. Actually, no, we won't yet. What we're going to do is we're going to make some new squads. Yeah, flagging the Kate. Now, I've done this successfully before. I don't know what I goofed up. What's that? It's part of the leatherworks. Okay. But this is also not bad because it's training my doctors. Okay. Let's make a new squad. And this next squad will be led by Domas Stukastegger. And we'll have yet another new squad, or new militia captain, who will be led by Sana Umilanoman. Actually, no. Sana is a human, so they probably will not go for it. In which case, it will be Mistem Dageles. Can I make Sana? Nope, I can't. She's a, or he is a, Sana is a monster eradicator, which means all he'll want to do is go wander around the caverns and kill things. But Mistem, who, if she is a hunter, she's about to not be one shortly, is going to be the new Mark's Dwarf captain. I'm going to go ahead and turn hunting off all of my dwarves. Okay. Let's go to M, Militia Captain, create squad. No uniform. This is Domas. So this is going to be my Hammer Dwarf squad. Yeah. He's the member of the DK crew. His name is Domas Stukskegger, and he's gonna stab you. So I have some novice Hammer Dwarves. So next up on the block is Oh, I've got hammer dwarves in my archer squad. Because they've been practicing with their crossbows. So I only have one hammer dwarf at all. But Logam Odambetan, who is my only hammer dwarf, cracks easily under pressure, so he is not going to be in the military. So instead, we are just going to look for random useless dwarves. Do you have any peasants? Let's look at this guy. Solon. The crafts dwarf. Let's just look at all of my crafts dwarves. Kulet. Are you suitable for combat? Is a vulgar being who does not care even for the most basic rules of decorum. Is somewhat fearful in the face of imminent danger. Okay, so this worthless piece of crap is not going to be in my military. How about Dodoc? Where's Dodoc at? Dodoc is a stone crafter, but a very bad one. Eden? Eden, the glassmaker? You're in. Eral. Let's Eral. Let's look at Emush. Yeah, Emush. You're in. Udib. Yeah, Udib. She can join. Udib Athrocrust is a cheesemaker. And, she can join because she will not have babies. Because she is not interested in romance. She will not look for a partner. There are asexual, bisexual, and gay dwarves. It doesn't really affect anything, except it's more convenient to not put heterosexual women dwarves in your melee dwarf groups, so they don't carry their babies out to battle and get them killed. Toady said that he was interested in adding outside the gender binary dwarves, but that it would be difficult in the current setup of the programming. So it'll happen eventually, probably. Cole. Now, Cole is my broker, though. about Avuz? Okay, 2 more. Oh no. One more useless dwarf to round up. This is a little difficult because for some reason the majority of my dwarves, I have more women than men. This other Imush, the woodcutter. There we go. So the fiery bells. And these are going to be renamed the fiery hammers, because they're going to be hammer dwarves. Yeah, Toady is cool and Notch sucks, so I would agree with that assessment. I'm going to create squad. These are going to be based off good archer. The blockaded worlds. Okay. Let's look for Mark's dwarves. Ah. I might have to steal a dwarf from my other squad, because it's a modest Mark's dwarf. Eral. Dodok. Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal this guy too. Muthcat. Although, what is your... Are you my good engraver, Muthcat? No, so you're good to go. Okay, now it's just more useless dwarves, but these can be of any variety. So let's finish filling out the spear dwarves first. Toulon. That guy has great armor user skills. Did I not... Domas is in here, right? Yeah, Domas is in here. Solon. Yeah, he's already in there. Zolban? Which Zolban is this? A dyer. Okay, you're back to full. Okay, so now you. Toady basically said trans rights. Don't quote me on that, though. Lorben. She is a gilder. Ast. He's a carpenter. Although, how good is this my good armorer? No, but I still don't want to put my armor in there. So C-Lob will be the next one. Eteb. And one more. I have 2 elves living in my fortress. That's disgusting. Did I already stick Dishrab in here? Or Dishmob? Which Dishmob? That's my armorer. So... Zilban. Zilban Zonan. Okay, my squads are full. Yeah, I should probably do some more stuff with Caves of Cud. Do not carry food. Yeah, don't... Just do bolts. Okay. So now I need to make a new uniform. I need to make 2 uniforms, actually. Uniforms. Add uniform. This one shall be called Metal Hammer. And we'll add uniform Metal Spear. I want to give one guy a Metal Spear. So you will have... I wish I could copy uniforms, but I can't seem to. So, mail, shirt, breastplate, cloak, leggings, greaves, gauntlets, high boots, shields, warhammer, mail, shirt. What am I missing? Helm. Yeah, there we go. We'll add material. Ah, shit. Did I... Featherwood is somewhere in here. It's by Glumprog. Steel. I think I deleted gauntlets. Yeah, then this will be much the same. Mail shirts, breastplate, leggings, greaves, helm, gauntlets, high boots, shields, spears. Although I also need to add cloak. Yeah. And make that metal, please. and steel. Okay. If I go to the fiery hammers, go to equip, assign uniforms, fiery hammers, they'll be metal hammer, except for the one guy who will be metal spear. And these will all be good archers. Not really quite ready for them to do much. But I built these. So we'll be able to set up our auxiliaries. These will be the blockade archers will be able to train in here. We'll go ahead, and this is a barracks I set up before, and this will be set up for the fiery hammers to sleep, individual equipment, train, squad equipment. Go to M and S, and I will copy this and paste there. Copy that. Okay. There's one part I forgot. Exact matches. So I'll have to go back and equip them again. There we go. And we'll go to and I'll set the fiery hammers to also begin training. They should eventually come up here and begin. Yep, there they come. Go ahead and make 10 more leather quivers. How much leather armor do I have? Enough. It's going to be hard to manage that stuff while the merchants are here, which they're leaving now, because their stuff shows up on the stock screens. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is my new archer squad is going to be shooting those goblins and elephants to death to train. Meanwhile, this has been happening the entire time. Time to build some bridges. Okay, this worked out well. Glad about that. Also going to be removing these ramps, except for the ones I need. Definitely want to remove these ramps. Are these suspended? Okay. So this is the entrance to the... entrance to the, caverns. Once I'm okay, now it's time to do this. We're gonna start building some more levers. Do these levers have do all of these levers have purposes? Moat, siege, prisoner. Yes. So let's get some more levers built. Out of the nice mechanisms, please. People are just dropping their clothes where they have them. I hope they change that soon. I'll just make some trousers and tunics. Yeah, Caves of Cut, I imagine, is hard. Let's look at this guy. Yeah, he was the one who got attacked by a goblin. Once I can close myself off from the caverns, I'll be willing to pierce the wall. One thing I think I'm going to do, though, so I might turn off these for availability for training for now, just to get my Marks Dwarves from... I want to build up a stockpile of bolts, and these guys are just shooting it as they train. Get some more bone crafts going. Claim that, because I don't know what's here, but I want it. Some stuff I stole from the goblins. Gotta smooth out and fortify that before I can do anything. This is the... That's the drowning inlet. Oh, yeah. That is... It's the drowning exit. Although I seem to have made a mistake. I'm gonna have to move this bridge, because it'll, No, it's... Okay, it raises forward. That's right. I should test that before relying on it. Link to a bridge. That one. Actually, hold on. You look at my bridge design down here. This works. Okay. I'm gonna have to build some more levers. But this is why I built so many dang mechanisms. That should be enough. Although I need to get some... I obviously need to make some cabinets available for our long-term residents. How is the rest of our living situation looking? Yeah, they're all stacked up and ready. I'm gonna have to carve fortifications into all of this. One thing I might do, just briefly, anybody who does not currently have an important job will help out with the smoothing. Anybody who's praying, anybody who's dipshittering. You're all stone detailers now. And then once I can prove that that outer gate works, I will pierce the caverns, and our monster exterminators will begin doing their job. This back bridge here doesn't really serve any purpose. Probably better. I won't assign that to anything for a while. Although I'm going to have to build a bridge here. Because that'll be my drain. Some fishies over here. Go ahead and... this is fine. I should close the trader gate. It's just been... I've had my whole ass out this whole time. These guys out here are gathering fruit. Okay. I should have enough ammunition for this to work now. Squad. Blockade archers. Move here, please. I might not have enough crossbows, actually. So go ahead, belay that order. Actually, let me look at them. I'll look at them in Dwarf Fortress to make sure they have crossbows. They don't. So yeah, belay that order. I'm going to have to make some crossbows. Yes, my elephants are going to starve if I don't shoot them sooner rather than later. My boyos are probably getting the smooth on in here. Yep. Are these guys training at least? They are. Lots of goblin teeth crapping up my refuse pile. Go ahead and grow attached to your iron crossbow. Those are fine. Okay. The drown drain. So drown. Okay. Access. Drowning exit. Drown drain. Okay, I still have to do water then. So this is the drown drain, drown exit, drown chamber access, caverns outer. Okay. This is access, mid-gate. And then this one is outer gate. So actually I should name this interior. Okay. Okay. Hello, righteous boner. I am preparing a couple military squads, and I'm preparing my staging area for entrance into the caverns. And I think my first unicorn is ready for the slaughter. Though I have a fair amount. Unicorn has reverted to a wild state. It's been giving me that. There's these guys. I have giant sparrows, but those guys are basically impossible to catch, so I'm not going to worry about them. Okay. Don't know why it gave me on this screen. Are they my semi-wild? Ah, it's these ones. They will get trained. Once they... This is the drain area. I'm expecting to have a forgotten beast attack me at some time. So my cavern staging area is going to have a big drowning chamber in it, which will allow me to drown the horrible thing when it comes to attack me. Carve these fortifications, please. Yes, I know. Unicorn has reverted to a wild state. Somebody's... Well... Yes. Who is... Oh, these ones. No, maybe not. They're foals. So they can't get more than semi-wild. There's just a stray unicorn hanging out in there that is... Oh, look at all my unicorns go around the trainer. They love the trainer. I'm sure that's what it is. You got butt rock music. Make a quiver. Well, if only you had done that a second ago. I just made 10 of them. Okay. Done with all of this nonsense. Let's go ahead and pull some of my levers I've made. Like this one. Pull that one, please. And that one. Okay. And the drain. Pull the drown drain. Okay, drown drain is correct. Pull the outer gate, please. Exterior. Alright. Pull this, please. I want to make sure that it raises in the right direction. It doesn't. Apparently I've been telling them to make iron mail shirts instead of steel mail shirts. Well, I'm just going to live with that. So I'm going to have to remake that bridge. Okay. I'm not remaking that bridge. It's too much of a pain in the ass. So we're just doing that. It'll look a bit ugly, and I can change it whenever I want to. So now I have some mining to do. Gotta pull that. Let me go down here. And we are mining this out. And I need to actually get this to start filling in. And since they like this stone, just go ahead and dump all this, please. Except for this stuff. These dwarves left to fall into pits. This stuff I'm forbidding. I'm also just going to go ahead and forbid all of this. So I don't have people coming down here to drag stones to use, even though there are much more accessible stones. Okay, the cabins are open. Hopefully my monster slayers will go start exploring. What is this guy doing? He is going to go get an item from a stockpile I don't know about. Let's follow him. Let's see if he gets himself killed by serpent men. He's my mayor, so I don't really care that much, but... yeah. We're making a new, let's just go over where he was just at, which... something nasty happened here. Ah, we got giant cave spider. But I know just what to do with my giant cave spider. We're gonna make some cage traps. And we're going to build a statue. Here. And it's going to be our artifact one. It means it cannot be destroyed. Did I... we need more mechanisms. Now let's see if my dwarves get themselves all killed. I'm gonna do this, where until whatever my dwarves are doing. All of my legend status guys are going to turn off burial, turn off refuse hauling. As are these people. Just so they don't go over there and haul these corpses up to my refuse pile. Anyways. I'll just forbid all this stuff. Let's dig this out. And this is into an aquifer, so we'll see what happens. Before I make my commitment, let's make sure there's no leaks. I can clog the leak up here of my access point. Water will go down. No leaks here. We'll go here, and then hit that bridge after filling up this reservoir. Although... one more bridge. Could make it out of soup. Better safe than sorry. Is that blood? Nope. If I go this, will they stop? Because this doesn't count as outside, right? My refuse pile is going to fill up. What is that even doing? Oh, horse feathers. Don't know why you do this to me, game. So I built that artifact wooden statue out here because giant cave spiders will try to destroy it, but because it's made an artifact, it's indestructible. But it will lure the spiders towards it, who can then be caught in cave traps. Mayor wants a splint. Only one way to find out what, QB. Let's see. How are things going in here? I've caught even more elephants. How many copper crossbows have I made? Apparently 10 of them. So squad, blockade archers, please move. Oh, giant cave spiders can indeed be caught. I have done so before. Okay. Love archers are in position. Deploy the elephant. What kind of cage is that? Copper cage. Okay, squad. Blockade archers. Kill this thing. Unicorn reverted to a wild state. This is good live training for my archers, is to murder these elephants. Okay, the elephant died. Move over here this time. Deploy another elephant. My stupid archers. They're moving outside the wall where I told them to go. Someone deploying the elephant yet? Yep, someone deployed the elephant. Kill this elephant, please. Okay. That's it for now. We'll build a lever over here. The crappy one, please. Okay. My spider trap has been set. Let's go about employing the same tactics I've employed to success. Up top down here, creating choke points among ramps. You can go ahead and just, yeah, there we go. What's that? It's merely a giant bat. It's a giant bat that killed one of my miners. but now it's running away. And it got a name because it killed one of my miners. Well, that's sad. Let's go ahead and deploy the axes down here. So a giant bat came out of nowhere and decided to ice one of my dwarves. Was it one of my good ones? I don't know. But miners aren't that important at this point. I have plenty of good miners. But you see why I didn't want my guys just hanging out doing stuff. Okay. But yeah, I'll trap the shit out of these ramps, choke points that I'm creating. And let's go here. Oh, it's season's changing. And we'll begin by digging into this aquifer here. Actually, we'll end by doing that. That'll be the last thing we do today, is digging into this wall here so that I can start filling up my drowning chamber. But now that I have my staging area complete for the mines, I can begin exploring it in earnest. Goes to camp. Increasing the surface area of this aquifer I'm digging through. Let me see how many miners I have currently. Lost one of my crappier miners. I still have my legendary ones. They're going to complain that this is wet rock, though, and they're going to keep me from doing it. Yep, keep doing it, boys. One moment. fat stupid dog wants to say hello. Yeah, it's already producing water. You can't remember my dog's name? That's fine. She doesn't really listen to her name that much anyways. This is going to be so annoying to dig through. Because every time it gives me a damp stone warning, it's going to pause the game. But you see why I wanted such a big reservoir now, right? Because of how slow this particular aquifer is. It's a slow and steady type. Not sure what my miners are doing. There they come. Stuff down here doing okay? There's cave crocodiles. My refuse pile is full. Almost. I'll be able to work around that, though. Yes, I know. It's wet. So the way aquifers work is they produce water orthogonally to themselves. So this honeycomb pattern serves a purpose. Let's go ahead and remove that. Go ahead and remove this too. I don't need them. I might want to end up... This pattern might be the exact opposite of what I want, actually. I might want to... Okay, let's just call this good enough for now. It's producing water. Let's go ahead and forbid these because I don't care about them. I may want to think about borrowing some water from this. Ah! A cave crocodile is murdering all my dwarves that are coming in here for some goddamn reason. Ah! Why are they all doing this? Like, forbid all this shit. It's probably because these bat women dropped something that my dwarves wanted to gather. Okay. Let's see how many are dead. One of my weaponsmiths. Well, I lost one of my legendary weaponsmiths. I'd even told them not to go do stuff. Well, maybe I should set up a new burrow. Add a new burrow. No, not delete. Define. I'm going to make a burrow for all of my dwarves. This is going to be annoying. This isn't going to work. That isn't. So yeah, delete burrow. So I have to find out what is here that my stupid dwarves are so interested in. This is probably my own fault. I probably, like, unforbidded something at some point from the stocks menu, and it turned out to be, like, a blowgunner dart or something. Well, these guys are going to come kill this crocodile, at least. Even though I would vastly prefer to catch him. Hey, what are you doing? Stintad Otis Bearer. He's in the Love Archers. Well, whatever works. Well, here comes the cavalry. And they're going to chop the ever-loving shit out of them. Yeah. Okay. You. Okay, he's going to clean this blood up from the crocodilia. Okay, let's follow this dipshit. Where are you going? This stuff. You don't get this stuff. This, Oh, that's the crocodile's teeth that I knocked out of his fucking mouth when my axe dwarves came here. Oh, and his body is mutilated. That's no good. Means it can't be butchered. Okay, as I was. I'm going to connect some more, I want to get this... I can just use these naturally channeled parts here, but I want to make sure that I don't get choked out here. Because this aquifer over here is going to take a just insanely long time to fill this up. Nobody got that elephant corpse in time. So that elephant corpse's miasma is just filling there. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be able to escape that much. But that's the kind of noxious fumes that a decomposing elephant makes. Although, some hatch covers would be able to stop it. Okay. The dwarves have come. More cave crocodiles. I'm going to try something else. It might get some of my dwarves killed again, but hey, no risk, no reward, right? People have finally gotten around to collecting these elephants, but they're completely rotten by this point. Let's just... What probably happened is my refuse pile probably filled up, so let's just make a bonus refuse pile for now. I want to build a wooden archery target over here to attract giant cave crocodiles in attempts to start breeding giant crocodiles. Don't eat anything. They want warhammers. We're going to once again make use out of our rivers. We are also going to wall this shit off. My dwarf shouldn't be able to get stuck because they're digging to the surface right now. Yep, so they cannot get stuck. That guy's the slow miner. The aquifers there might actually cause more problems than they solve. On account of aquifers can absorb water as well as excrete it. So I'm just going to dig straight through and do what I should have done the entire time, which was just use the river for this. Let's pull the trader gate. Get some trade done. That trader might get himself crushed. No, it opens towards my dog, right? Yeah, so we're good. Lots of prepared meals are going to be sent over. And what are my miners doing? I want to get this project done. Bring item to depot. You guys. You don't do this shit anymore. Why would you start with that dig? Okay. Man, my civilization never brings books. I'm just gonna buy all your bars, no matter what they are. I wonder, could I mark all your goods for trade? Can I just buy out? I could buy out your caravan. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do, because you would have a bunch of shit I just don't care about. Anything cool in any cages? Not really. It's important to do a lot of trading, though, because when you trade away lots of stuff, that's how you get more people coming to your place. Sure, I'll take a steel crossbow. Okay. Loads of stuff I don't care about. I'm gonna buy some cloth. And all of your bolts. They made good on their promise to bring bolts. They were selling giant monarch meat. Sure. Okay, we're done with that. So let's get this aqua project done. Let me see this. Got miasma out here. How nice. And I want them to make this out of a featherwood log. I might have to set up a burrow, because this guy's cleaning blood from out here. I've never had this many problems with the freaking... Okay, this part is done. So... it's going to forbid all of this stuff. And forbid all of this stuff. And make sure I see all of my dwarves come out. So let's get the party started. Actually, that won't work, will it? Shit. No, it'll work. I just have to be careful about it. Where are my miners at? Oh, here they come. Okay, let's take care of this mess too. By going in here, IX, get rid of this dump. Set up a new dump over here. And set all of this shit to be dumped. Yeah, see, that'll rapidly fill out, because there's no pressure pushing this up. What is that idiot doing? What is that guy doing? Why is he in the fucking river? Get inside, you bastard. Okay. That should honestly be enough. I could speed it up by channeling that out too. Why did that guy go into the fucking river? Now he can just go around and cross the bridge and be fine. Somebody's been possessed. I think 3/4 of all my strange moods have been possessions. Anyways, now this is happening. It'll take a long time, but these will fill up. I have idlers somehow, even though... They should all be hopping to it to come out here. Okay. And this stuff will be... yeah, like that. So archery targets should also be wooden furniture that can be destroyed by building destroyers. So having traps around it should encourage cave crocodiles. Of which there doesn't seem to be any right now. To go attack. Anyways, this is going to start filling up because of this. Which will allow my thing to work. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. Good night.